think I have enough time to make it over to the Inquisitor. Hopefully now that it's daylight, the flamethrower guys aren't gonna instantly torch me. Yeah, the Inquisitor said she wanted to see me in the morning. I don't... Oh, that's a good point. I don't know if she'll actually see me now, though. In which case, I'm gonna save... And I should have saved after taking all those pills, but I'll save now. So she doesn't want to see me now. I should double that. And, visit this... I think, mind you, I know where they want me to go. Ooh, drunk. Hey, drunk. Well, I had a bandage. Hey, free bandage, though. Well, potentially free bandage. Obviously, it depends on whether I can visit What's-Her-Face now or not. She's out in the church, isn't she? Get it. Alright, my health took a random hit. See, look at that guy. Not even worried about the rat.
What happened in the
I would like to explain a certain important point.
Has someone been burned there
the
again?
Kings do not. Why do you ask? They are always very... That is clear, even though it makes no sense with my knowledge of her future plans. To entrust you with some final family matter. Georgie speaks of you with great sympathy. And so... anything that is together in this certainly unusual... Why do you need those documents? To work out without documents, firstly I need to drop the so-called inquisitor's argument. Document evidence providing rationale for my decision to be trifled with. And secondly, turned out to be not as doomed as I say. He's taken advantage of my view from me himself, without having a shred of understanding, of course. What documents do you need? I need to know what that structure is. I need also... It's fantastic from the fantastic events that have taken place. Yeah, it was built under their patronage. Great. Now she's referring to buildings as other names. It's the tower, or the polyhedron, not the chimera. Even though technically that's a cooler name and actually fits it, but whatever. To be proud of, not make excuses for. I'll speak with the king. So that's today's quest. Trying to cut my earlobes off or something with its horrendous noise. Anyway, bone steak, I think it's over here. I probably should have saved. On the off chance this wasn't where I wanted to go. What the hell is going on down here? They say it was brought at night, but they also say not to say a word about it. And it's no coincidence, I say. Whose orders? On whose orders beats us. There's that smart man over there. Ask him. Say. Over here, listen. People, hearken to heaven's sign, for this is a parable. Listen to my implication, fair people, for this is a simple sign for us to know who is to blame for all our woes. And who would that be? Better yet, call for your neighbours and relatives nearest and dearest, for the meaning behind this is... the cane's terror is killing our town. The bull here represents the town, and the sharp stake is a symbol of the cane's vile creation. This obscene philosophizing. Wipe them out, the monsters. Simon was a monster for his sins and brought this pestilence upon us. His granddaughter would soon reach the stars and apply us to her will with her magic. Mother Nina used to in days past. I have the feeling this celestial human being meant to serve a mundane person. Man, this is a big ass cow. What a waste. Alright. We need to go to Peter, and then depending on what he says, depends on where we go, because Immortal's right in the middle, so visiting him won't be an issue. There's still guards walking around too. Why are there guards here? Name, let's establish your identity. I'm Bachelor. Your company community should have informed you. Right, so what are you doing here? Block. We're here on duty, kind sir. Then, or an accomplice. Should be of interest to you that your friend is to be held responsible for the crime of murder in cold blood of 4 servicemen. Our informers indicated the murder's architect is going to tell me where the offender can be found. Identity. What am... To find the offender sooner or later. Anyway, we already have the tactical data set that one of the offenders is hiding in the ruined building in the central part of the town. Is presenting armed resistance. So this is correcting his arrest, or else. Great. Well, this is interesting. Alright, so they're getting rid of all the witnesses. Because, like, that's the thing about army guys. Like, they pretend to care, but they really just want to blow shit up. And then go home and fuck their wives, I guess. Alright. I think I need to speak to Andre. Which meant that I had to go to the pub the entire time anyway. Might explain why there's so many guards around. Being his brother and all. You.
Fortune appears so blind to none as to those to whom she has done no good.
Just want to see, we've had
That
quite an adventure
was an
here, and I
aphorism.
love strife. It has a gripe of the type filled with tripe. So tell me, what would be best? Should I drag my little brother here to always by my side, or rather move to his place? That's Grief's East, isn't it? No, what happened to, of course. Apparently we're talking about different things. Yes, it's something else happened. Yes, they're assaulting your brother's studios. They're ambushing him there while others are combing the town searching for him. Running outside, wild and disoriented, fell across some solid. I've been told he had been preparing to leave his humble there in time. He managed to provoke the Royal Rifle Summit, so they started clubbing, and then, well, you know me. How many? 3 flamethrower wielding freaks and an officer. Why didn't you leave him alone? What's wrong with you? I'll just deal with everything that needs to be dealt with, and that's it. I'm never leaving him again. I've been persecuted for being extraordinary. As soon as a genius sets foot out of his house, he's we're birds of a feather, you and us. That is true, I could see he's... Why didn't you abandon any and all business to stay with him? Why didn't you take him with you? Would I? They didn't even know who Peter was and where he lived. And even if he did, well, none of them got out of there alive.
What's brewing at the Kinds? They say all which is counter.
Alright. Andre was fucking useless. But I may have asked the wrong thing, so... And also not good. I'm gonna have to start saving way more often. And assuming he's in here... He's not. Or rather, he's not up here. And why is this guy here? Oh wait, is this Peter? Is this how you want to die? Yes, to you then to her. Listen, and I should tell you of what I had managed to create. For a long time, I remained passive and didn't do or make anything. Except observations. It always seemed to me that any house is so much more than walls, a hearth, and a roof. More talking. Edifice, a concurrence of planes, lines, rooms, and temperatures that can vessel for a human soul. Soul, no, a bigger one. The soul that no man can communicate with yet, for it has no shape, cycle, or voice. Are you referring to until I don't know. Neither did I know or experience this soul back then. I only sensed its existence and loved it in advance. When my passion reached its zenith, I realized I just couldn't live like that any longer. To touch it, go on. Gradually began to try. I started to design buildings that were not buildings, streams that people couldn't live in. Everyone thought I was either a madman or a joke. Only my brother believed in me. He and the few that were privy to my secret, they knew that my designs were not intended for men. So, and what came out of it? It's on the right track. I knew I discovered an insane, genuine feature of the field, and I knew I was striking track, struck project after project, but all of them betrayed the laws of earthly physics and geometry. It's unlikely to find a permanent shell on this earth. As they were all chimeras, nobody would allow me to even model them. Not for Nina the Wild. Oh, that's when my brother and I met her. Victor went to live here and provided me with everything. Working hands, and most importantly, the hearts willing to believe in miracles. What do you mean? People. Moreover, they demand the people that would demand those buildings back. Museums showpiece models, abstractions, mind games, yada yada. Aching and craving to go heavenwards to stars. It from prisms and mirrors have managed to focus them to capture the perfect truth of the light and dream. Ultimate magician, I focus the aura of magic just like a lens focuses sun rays, and now it's dying, poisoning my precious reef, my crystal bud, my focus. So what can your polyhedral words? It's only been tested by the children yet. They tell you that it brings their dreams to life, plays their games, daydreams with them. I have. This could tell you even more. They can tell you this vessel can hold the most precious soul, but even they cannot understand what they've been granted, neither can I. Be able to repeat it, I'm dead, so this is suicide. It is. Seek to take the design of my creations apart. I'm thirsty. I'll bring 5 bottles of Tyrine and have the designs. No one would be able to decipher them anyway. No one would build it. Fine, I'll bring them to you. I have 2. I'm pretty sure I can buy 3 more at the pub. You're kidding me, right? Good thing I saved before going in there. Alright, reload. Do it again. This time don't die on the way out. In fact, do as I said before. Save, 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 save. I have to do it again and again and again. Stop. Unless I'm meant to do some jumping. No one does. So it's only an entrance, not an exit. Wow! So that fire does most of your health for that other quest.
Changeling is the most
Been to the
sincere of
loss.
them all.
What is it? What am I supposed to make of it? You just wanted me to see it, didn't you? First off, I have to confess that this is not my handiwork. On the contrary, it is a direct attack on my interests. It never occurred to me that this could make an impression on you, and a positive one, but I wanted you to see how impressed the mob is. I'm afraid you're right. And a tailor to excite the crowd. Seems like someone wants to gather a mob. Mobs only do it with a single... They seek to set them onto someone else. So who is the target? I think the Kings are. Here in the slight. Really? But you should. You are now at a time point when you cannot afford to not care. Day and a half left. I want that thing to end because I don't like their style. What about you? It's dangerous. There. To be the most convenient means to any end these days. Smart and kind of elegant too. It's a pleasure my crowd as a tool. You can soon see it's a sanitary burned. Although I'm afraid that won't be the end of it. We'll see. Alright, so I have to go visit the army. That wasn't so hard now, was it? Alright, let's talk to this guy.
Yes.
Aren't you in a case of emergency? Hang on. I hope that in this particular I would find a friend not me. Signed us apart in her scheme. It's a dark one. I have to admit I'm furious. The top brass gave me a very broad friend the right to make. Now this. What? It's still unresolved. For many years now, it has ruled for a military command to obey the decision of an Inquisitor. Was that an Inquisitor would find a way to make a soldier obey their will anyway, knows it or not. To be fair, until very recently, the military also left remarkably little room for illusions concerning themselves. Where is the scope? Oh, you dudes. I am responsible for ensuring that the epidemic never spreads from here further. The lives of my men, that is what I know for a fact. Burning out everything infected, whether it moves or not. Is that within the scope of the jurisdiction? There is a giant decaying animal carcass in the middle of the poor districts. Do you realize the consequence? I see it marked on the map. I'll do. I'll notify Longin? A heart burning with passion. He is in command of the flame to my unit right before the whole affair. So let him perform his duties. For me, spare me any further duties. Very well, now I can be at ease. So, wait, does that mean I have to go... Oh, okay. It just happened. It's just like, oh, the bull's dead. Alright, let's talk to this guy again.
Inadvertently.
I've been to a lot. Right, I think it's the Canes. Okay, the army has good idea. We'll see. Yada yada. Jump over here, open this door, pop down a save before we forget. And we're going to talk to the military. Probably going to look at our map once because I'm very good at forgetting where everything is essentially in this game. You. Case of emergency. What? Go for your duties. And that's dealt with. Save. Alright, take 2. Here are the blueprints. Hope you'll treat them with utmost care. They will probably become a bibliographical rarity even before the author passes away. Another quote. From what I know about the author, he doesn't have much time left. Wild lifestyle, heightened anxiety, alcohol and hallucinogen addiction, obsessive phobias, stress. And yet you were implying something else when mentioning his short lifespan. But no, as you are probably aware, yesterday I took the protection and voted a threat to him. I also implied that people like him are always in danger. Always. Tell me, how long have you known that man? Not that long. Has he told you, or the soon as the two of you bear, that you could end up in a position similar to his, or vice versa, that being to him of circumstance the only fate available to a genius? I asked you to be precise. No, he never said that. Well, let's take a look at the blueprints. What do you think? It's a world-class sensation. New sensation. You think, well, I'll have a look. Go on, go now, and only come back here after a while, preferably tomorrow. And that's like the main quest done. What's the time? 10:50. From what I know next, I'm gonna get a message from the Canes. I don't remember which one though. One of these guys has to have a bed though that I can just lie on. That's a table, not a bed. How do you...
I'm too old.
I'm gonna talk to you anyway, screw it.
However brilliant.
This place doesn't have a bed. What a weird house. Let's try Victor. I mean, the alternative is to possibly find more people to trade with, but I feel like there aren't going to be many. You don't have a bed either.
It's like something is pulling my strings.
Half these people don't have beds. That's what's weird. Fine. Does Maria have a bed? And if not, why not? I think she has a bed over here. Might be a good time to pop one of these, I think. My exhaustion's surprisingly high. I do have the coffee though, so... oh shit. It wasn't the Canes I needed to visit, it was the Sabarovs. Oh well. Oh, thank God I got through there before he set the place afire. These guys are a bit careless with their flamethrower action.
Only in things of small value.
I've been waiting for you, waiting to reveal to you. Nobody else knows this secret, and I've never
not
tell
to
them.
trust to appearances.
Okay, Simon? Saw him suddenly appear at the Crucibles. I sense him, you know. But the feeling refused to let me go. He's there. He is still there. It was a lie, an illusion. Ruben will back up my words. Why? Wait, isn't Ruben dead? Well, I don't know about dead, but he sort of vanished. To tell the truth, he never lies if you make him swear on it, his master's name. He will tell you then that he never dissected the body. Someone is at the Crucible. It's an illusion, a deception. Why would somebody arrange such a deception? The Canes continued the epidemic, then hid it behind a false murder. Someone is at the Crucible. I know he is. Proof. If you won't do it, I'll stoop to asking the Changeling. she refuses to heed their words, more willingly than she would heed mine, and she needs to know. I have concluded by now, which means your words couldn't be taken very much as an allegory. I think so. Virtual Grim. Why the Canes are so boring? Anything that only has the right to surround me, so give substance. All the vastness. That they deserve praise, worship you. If this is. See the fruits of that worship. No, they have no place in this earth. I speak as a protector of the weak. Protector of the weak. Right. This too is a challenge, and challenges are for the strong. You're supposed to live. With its greatness. See for yourself that he is alive, and let the Inquisitor rend the Canes to pieces. So the only good thing in her is her hatred of the Canes. Now you do. Generous shall she reward you for the news fix. To do a truly heroic deed, so why won't you do it? So, wait, why am I going there? Wait, is that the Crucible? I honestly don't know half the time what's what. I think my best bet is to just follow the river. And so what does this say? Ruben is the only one who knows the actual fate that befell Simon. He must tell me the truth. Wait, so hang on. Alright, so I'm going to Ruben. Is Ruben actually still here, though? Sorry, it's the next building along.
Time is of the essence.
Oh, you're supposed to put me to death. Why would he put you to death? Blasphemy, or do you still not realize the fate that befell Simon? Is Simon alive? What do you mean? Simon is dead. Certainly dead now. He's alive. For all the while he was thought to be dead. Came back from another sojourn with the spirits and declares. What Katarina is that Clara did something to her, pound her crown as a mistress. Are you certain that she said that? Down into tiny particles with my own hands and turned me into the white vaccine. Ooh. You're telling me that the vaccine is made up of Simon? Think I don't know what Simon looked like? His visage is comparable to his brother or anyone else? Wasn't his superhuman blood? Who else could fight disease for so long north? The Costa left you. Whose? Can you tell me? Tell you here, I have never, not even once seen Simon. The only man I hope to meet here. Live. Never saw him dead. What do you expect me to do? Ask at the Crucible since they let me go. Think of me as either a murderer or let them... It's all true. I broke Simon down to part. Very well then. Just a Crucible. What's the best way? Just out and around? Well, it's got to be this reincarnation, then, surely. Because they were, well... Yeah, the Canes were banging on about reincarnation. Wait, was it the Canes? I'm pretty sure it was them that was saying reincarnation is real. You.
There's buzzing in my ears.
I need to ask you a question. Do you know why ghosts always speak in riddles? It used to puzzle me. After all, I've never felt compelled to resort to an allegory. It's true that Simon's alive, but what do you call life? To tell you. And the soul's immortality. Do you know of that which we call memory? That question about Simon. Karen was in a French. She's concerned that Simon is at the Crucible. Ah, so that's why I'm telling you. Did Karen only talk about Simon, only him, and you say she was in a frenzy of another person at the Crucible, the very thought of whom should make the girl tremble? Only as so, you want to know the truth. It's like Georgie ardently desired eternal life for his brother, committed himself entirely to his memory. Memories of him. That is what for visions. Rumors of Simon's return. Tell him he's gone mad. That mentions himself as to be Simon, sensing those ways. And Matt. Go to him. Talk to him. You will open your eyes to the truth. You accept man. After all, help is such as appropriate. And except I will. I hear the words of the first port to rule. Oh, he also gave me money. Wait, why? I didn't do anything. Oh, you heard a rumor about Simon still being alive. No, it's actually Georgie. Here's $5,000. And the money will come in handy. Oh, great. Actually, no. I was like, oh, great, exhaustion. That's fine, I've got... I'll take 2. Hey there.
Tell me what you want, and I will tell you who you are.
Exactly as I imagined, my boy. Where I would like my hair to be. At last I have never begotten one. Like a son, regrettably not the last. The price we pay for leaving too much life in our wake. Life that is lush, blooming, unpredictable, and unrestrained. The soul that could have belonged to our children is... you are a mystic. Are you not seeing what you expect to see? And to know the truth about something is the kind of truth that may only be accepted. Okay, he was afflicted with a sampler. His body has been torn into drops and some fires. Pity that we cannot produce his rings. What are they to find comfort in that? That I have gone mad? Here is my... and that our family is in prep for collective suicide. Perhaps she will even leave you alone for another day or two. Not entirely true, but true enough to satisfy everyone's mind like her. She'll fulfill your request. Alright, so off to see it's a good thing she lives over here. It's only 1:30 in the game.
What happened in the bone stake
Have
loft?
you already been told about the canes? But the canes, or do you mean something? The cane currently is partly in heaven and partly in the ground, I suppose. He has gone insane. He believes himself to be Simon, who will possibly die soon, Victor too. What I intended. Change the oil, of course, from my own conclusion. In fact, I'm going to so right now. The value I will even allow myself to appraise their precise price. How they look. Nice for two corrupt like us to outwit each other. Wouldn't you agree? Oh, more money. Excellent.
There
Is that amazing? As far as I understand, such a hold all this could have let's say those shots enough same thing. So how does it stay in balance? You found the children don't understand. The basis says light. That's this house fixing. Hoping you would explain that to me.
there is an eternal order.
Alright, I'm gonna save.
The
And I'm
day
gonna call
is
it-
over. Your timely efforts allowed your supporters to remain unharmed. A new mime performance is being rehearsed at the theatre.
Alright. Gonna save because just in case there's a flamethrower guy who thinks I would make for a great barbecue treat. Alright. Immunity's high, health is high, exhaustion is really low. Food's my one concern, but I've got a fair few rations and we've only got a day and a half left. And infection is there. Oh great, this district's plagued up now. Empty bottles though. Suppose I could do another whip around of the cathedral. Oh, not cathedral. This place. Theatre, that's it. Morgue, hospital, whatever it's currently being. Which is probably why I'm a bit confused, because it's not... It's a theatre, but it's also the hospital and or morgue. I think we decided it was the hospital? There's plenty of trash now. Only a couple haven't had anything. There are plague winds back here too. Someone's putting trash in the tipped over bin again. And this one's empty again. Finally, that one. There's no orphans in that out at night, so unless I want to look for a drunkard or a repairman.
The law of gravity is tragically incompatible with dream catching. Illusions have to be let go of in good time.
There is a tricky way to save the specular tower, but there will be casualties. What do you say?
The law demands that we remain silent, as if there's nothing to save but this ridiculous tower.
There is another tricky way. It allows for saving the town of men, but it also requires a sacrifice to be made. What do you say?
The law is impartial. The choice
If you say so.
is yours.
Is there an alternative way to subvert your ridiculously unfair law?
We're just doing our job. Why all the fuss? You've got time. Live some more.
We'll stare at each other like a bunch of ninnies. Yes, quite so, quite so. Yes, we got the masked one strung up. Yes, it is good. Quite so, quite so.
Meanwhile, the orphan has become an important...
Wow. Just throw a red cloud of death at me straight off. I don't think it did anything though, which was equally weird. More guards. Actually, I don't think those guards were there last time. Those guys kind of were. Well, they were more down here. This region's safe, I guess? I also see a drunk, so I might hassle him first. And then toddle off to bed. Tourniquet. Oh, I can make use of it. Oh, goody. Why are you out here? Alright. That's a problem. Because if I give him either the Schmauder or the Panacea, then I lose that item. Now, if I had some El Cheapo stuff, that's a different matter. You know what? Let's just go back to the place we started at, because we haven't slept in that bed in forever. We've just been staying at Capella's because it's what's in the middle of the it's in the middle of the place. It's just a nice, convenient place to stay. Assuming I can get into it. Because it's not like Eva's even alive anymore. There's a guard wandering around. I can't trade with him. Alright, that guard's just running away because he doesn't want to deal with the problem, apparently. Truth be told, nor do I, but... Oh, this lady's still here. For some reason. She doesn't even live here. She was the chick that was like, oh yeah, Eva's gone and made an ass of herself.